Hey folks, and welcome to this video review for the Grand Tour. Now, I'm playing on the PlayStation 4 and on a whole I'm somewhat impressed and somewhat disappointed with this game. Okay, so my biggest issue with this game is the view. You are stuck just staring at your car. There's no cockpit view or bonnet view, which is how I usually play racing games, and I really do not like playing like this. So the fact that there's no option to change this view is probably, yeah, like my biggest disappointment with this game. Now, as for how the game looks, it doesn't look too bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not on par with games like Gran Turismo or even Drive Club, but it does have its moments where you will see scenery open up and the landscape is utterly gorgeous, and you can't really knock it. For the first game by Amazon, they've done a pretty good job graphically. Onto gameplay now. One of the other big issues is that the cars have literally no weight to them. You can throw them about and just the tiniest touch of your analog stick will jolt them from side to side. You can't really turn them smoothly, and that's a bit of an issue for me, as you know, I mainly play simulation racing games like Gran Turismo, so this game kind of fits in the center between arcade and simulation, because it's not a full arcade racer where you can slam your car around and you don't lose speed and you can just gun it and never take your hand off the accelerator. But it doesn't really have that aspect of having to brake for corners and pick your lines. You can really just pelt it along, and as long as you like tap the stick a little bit, you will miss the corners. I'm not that good at that, but you can also drift around corners like that, which I'm again not that good at. But on a whole, you know, the game just feels a little janky when you are steering, and I think it's literally because the cars again have no weight to them, and it would have been nicer to see a bit more simulation to the overall steering, I guess. Now, more on how the cars handle. They do handle relatively differently. This Rimac is horrible to control. However, the Ferrari LaFerrari is just a dream to drive in this game. Now, I'm not sure if this is in any way, shape or form based on how they handle it in real life, but the cars do handle differently, so it's not like you feel like you're driving the same car over and over. Now, the game itself is not overly challenging, and I found this bit here to be the hardest part of the game for me, and that was simply because I had to get this Rimac up to 190 miles an hour for a trophy. And honestly, the rest of the game is really easy and you're really not going to have much trouble here. Currently, the game only has 2 episodes to play. That is episode 1 of season 1 and episode 1 of season 2. However, they are updating it with the whole of season 3. That's 12 whole episodes as those episodes come to TV. Now, there is a split screen mode, which is nice to see since you don't get it that often these days, and you can play with up to 3 friends. However, if you are playing alone, you can actually start up split screen mode and it will fill the other slots with AI players. So that's kind of nice. You can practice the tracks, you can go through again, because to be honest, the main story isn't that hard and you will get through it pretty quick. I managed to finish episode 1 of season 1 and 2 in about an hour for both of them, and I've pretty much completed everything story wise I can do. There are power-ups you can pick up in certain race modes, and this is one of them. You can text people and it slows them down, and these are available in the split screen mode as well, so they add a little bit of fun element, but they really aren't implemented that well. Overall, I can't say the game's that bad, especially for the $11.99 price tag. It's not expensive and it's not cheap, and that's kind of the feel of the whole game. It's a pretty good game, but it's nothing spectacular. I do like how the game seamlessly transitions from watching a whole episode of the show to playing that episode, and that's pretty cool, and it's something that we'll see more when the other 12 episodes come out from season 3. But for now, I'm going to give the game a 7 out of 10, and I thank you for watching this, and I will see you next time.